It is just me and my screen. So whenever you are ready, go ahead and take a seat. We're gonna do some seated sun salutations, so you might grab blocks today. And then we're gonna scoot to the edge of our seat until our thighs have some clearance, but our butt cheeks are firmly planted. You can feel those sits bones, those bony protrusions firmly planted in the seat. And then allow the pads of the feet to follow. So can we feel the weight of our legs through the pads of our feet? Maybe you relax your thighs and let the legs grow just a little heavier so they relax further down. And then as you take some time just to acknowledge, eyes open or closed, how these sensations feel. This groundedness of the sits bones, this pressure down towards the earth. We invite gravity here to just pull us, to secure us, to anchor us down. You might imagine roots growing down from those sits bones or the pads of your feet or both. Plant your tree for a moment this morning and feel that grounded connection as you sink down into those anchors. Giving yourself time really to absorb that. When you're ready, we're going to press down through those anchors, lift tall through the top of the head. We're going to find space between each vertebra. I talk about this a lot. It's powerful because we're imagining the spine lengthening at every point and not just at the neck. So lifting tall. And then as you lift and ground, can you soften the shoulders? Let the jaw and tongue relax. You might even take a roll of the shoulders forward and up, and then squeeze them back, roll them down, and hold them there. Sometimes I imagine like, I am royalty. I am a queen. Maybe you're Beyonce on that horse, like, breathe in your power for a moment this morning. Take a moment as you squeeze those shoulder blades together. Feel the heart open up just to invite your power in. With each breath, you might create just a little more space in the heart, in the chest, feeling it expand and swell as you invite your power to fill your body. You might even feel that power down in the belly with each breath in. Feeling the belly and the heart expand as you invite air deep into the body. You might imagine there's just power all around you. It's just a powerful visual that I like to do. We are surrounded by power, the power of the universe, the power of your Ishvara, which is like your unconditionally loving being, right? Or deity or spirit. Like we are surrounded by power, and breathe it in. Just visualize it. We forget how powerful our minds are, and that when we visualize something, when we pretend, we gain the benefits of that. Let's find a little more movement in the body. When you're ready and if it feels right, an inhale sends the arms up. We reach through those fingertips and the tops of the head. An exhale, pressing out through those fingertips, send them back down and behind you. Interlace the fingers. You might interlace the fingers, or you might just make fists at your back here, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Either way, continuing to open up that heart space. And then let's widen our stance here to a goddess pose or a soft goddess pose. Maybe not as wide as you can take it. You really want to feel that firm rooted foundation through the pads of the feet and those sits bones. On your next inhale, bring length through the spine. Exhale, we're going to lean on over towards the right. Nice and slow. only as far as you would like while you press through that right foot, right? The leg is engaged this whole time we're sinking. And then on your next inhale, rise up tall, find the length again. Exhale, melt towards the side. Whoo. Keeping long through the spine. You might feel the side body lengthen as you press through the head. Press firmly through that left foot, right? We're supporting the core, and then rise up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, open up that heart center, and then move with the breath. An inhale to rise, an exhale to lean only as far as you like, an inhale to rise, and an exhale to lean. And you might add a little twist into this as you lean. You might dip your head down, find a little intuitive movement here. You might keep it simply side to side. It's not simple. We're just moving, opening up that heart center with each breath in, exploring and warming the core, the legs, our foundation. And then on an inhale, rise up tall. Exhale, release those hands. We're going to plant them on the thighs, fingertips pointed inward. An inhale finds length through the spine, shoulders drop. Exhale, right shoulder or left shoulder towards the midline. Inhale, rise up. So we're switching sides with each exhale, rising with each inhale. And then I'm using the palm of my hand to really press the inner thigh away and then turn the heart center, really dropping the shoulder down, getting this nice twist up in the shoulders and the rib cage. Maybe you feel this somewhere else. Maybe it's in the hips, maybe in the low back. Just taking time, if we're feeling in the low back, to ensure that we're engaging through the pads of the feet each time we drop down, right? Feel your power. Know that you can send it anywhere. So send it down into the pads of your feet and feel them press firmly down each time that shoulder dips. You might send your power into that shoulder, and as you inhale and rise up, feel the shoulder lift powerfully, right? Exhale, send the power to the feet. Inhale, lift that shoulder up. Just feel it, just play with it. You might, if it feels funky or uncomfortable, just imagine that you're a kid and you're playing. This is your imagination. It just also happens to be very powerful. When you're ready, rise up tall. Bring those hips back into a Tadasana. And by Tadasana, I mean a nice space enough for the belly. We don't have to bring our knees all the way together, maybe hips distance, maybe further. And then finding those roots down through the feet and sit bone again. On an inhale, you might sweep the arms up and out. As you exhale, drop that right arm down. We're reaching with those left fingertips. Take a moment and pause. Feel the length in your side body. You might even send your breath here, and with each inhale, rise up. Right? Find that length. Move these little micro movements with the breath. And then on a big inhale, lift all the way. Exhale, switch sides. With each inhale, we reach, stretch just a little further through the length of the body. Pressing through the pads of the feet, right? This helps to support the core. And then inhale of your choice, rise up tall, move with the breath. We're really getting into the side body today. Feeling your power shift from foot to foot, right? Notice as you lengthen through your side body on the exhale, how you want to engage through that corresponding leg. With each inhale, we rise up. You might even Draw in more of that energy, right? And our power might be gentle and soft this morning. Our power might be big and loud this morning. Draw in what feels good. Pause at the top on an exhale. Take it nice and slow, releasing the air from your lungs, pressing out through your fingertips, slowly lowering them down towards your sides, letting those shoulders drop as you do, and then relax them in the lap. Beautiful. A lot of upper body work. From here, let's do a little hip opening, and then let's move into our sun salutation flow. You might grab a block because we're going to do a figure 4 here. You can start hanging out right here if that feels good, using the heel of the hand to press the inner thigh away, and we're pressing it down and rolling it out. If you want more intensity, you might cross that foot up over top of the thigh. If I had my strap, that would be a perfect opportunity here to create some ease. And then again, we're just rolling that thigh away. And then see, as you're pressing down with the heel of this left hand, can you let the shoulder drop as well, right? You might notice it's all the way up here by your chin or by your ear. Just drop it on down. Use the strength of your arm to hold, roll that hip away. And then an optional fold here. On an inhale, you might press down through the roots, lift through the spine. Exhale, fold the heart and the belly. I like to tuck my belly in this free space here as I fold, and then take it slow. Because it's not about how low you go, right? Because you can go quite low, especially if you round the back. But if you continue to lengthen through the spine with each inhale, you're going to fold with each exhale just a little bit. And know that the work, the length that you're bringing to the whole back body is much, much greater when you're doing it just like this. Right? It doesn't have to look impressive to have such incredible, incredible rewards. So sometimes we get caught up in those shapes that look so pretty or look so hard, and we don't realize that the reward looks nothing like that. When you're ready, rise up, switch sides at your own pace, find where you want to be. You might graduate, right? Or gradually change from one to another. Like you're not married to any position. We are in a polyamorous asana relationship. We love all asanas equally. Right? Take time. Be where you want to be. It doesn't have to be how other people think it needs to be beautiful. So let go of your expectations, but more importantly, let go of everyone else's expectations as you explore your body. Maybe you move into the fold by lengthening through the spine on the breath in, surrendering the heart and the belly on that exhale. Ooh. Tuck it in where it feels good and take your time. My hips are hollering at me. And my first instinct is to tighten around it, right? Clench my teeth. And so I have to remind myself, and you might do this too, soften. Let go. We don't need to clench around intensity. That is our body's natural desire to want to support ourselves, right? But here we're safe. And so we can tell our bodies and our minds, I'm safe. I'm in my power, right? I am in control. You can relax and soften. And so see if you can't soften into that intensity as you fold. The chance of injuring the body decreases rapidly by doing that as well. When you are ready, release, rise up, grab blocks if you would like. We'll start our sun sal flow. Planting the pads of the feet in your Tadasana. And for me, I plant them wide enough in my sun salutations to fit my belly on a fold, right? So that's what gauges where I place my feet, but you decide for you. Planting down through those anchors. right? The feet and sits bones. On an inhale, we lengthen through the spine as we reach the arms skyward. Exhale, fold, planting the hands on the thighs or letting them melt towards the earth or blocks. Taking your time here, maybe you widen the legs a little bit, shimmy the belly down. Maybe you narrow your feet, taking time to just figure out where you want to be. Maybe you want to fold a lot. Maybe you want to fold a little. The power is in meeting your body where it would like to be and not where your ego would like to be. I struggle with that, y'all. On an inhale, we're going to find a flat back. So our goal here, we're either going to press down into our blocks and straighten our arms as we straighten through the spine from tailbone to the top of the head, or we're pressing our palms against our shins and using this to press our spine even longer, right? It's like equal and opposite pressure here against the shins. So we're just doing all of this lengthening through the spine today. We're just decompressing. We're undoing gravity. And then continue to press down through the legs here. Feel the effort, feel the heat grow, and know that you are powerful. And then on an exhale of your choice, melt back down into your fold. On an inhale, press through the feet, engage the legs, swing the arms up, we rise. Beautiful. We're going to come into plank, chaturanga, lengthening the legs out. And then you might hang out upright with arms outstretched. You might hang out here in Anjali Mudra. Wherever you want to be, we begin to lean back in our chair. And I'll show you here. We lean back in our chair, pressing long through the spine, however far we go. And we're here to engage the muscles of the front body. And you're going to notice likely the body starts to shake. You might see it already in me. You can hear it in my voice. We often are fearful of this. Shame bubbles up because we're told this is weakness. This is effort or exercise-induced tremors. And tremors are incredibly healthy for the body. Tremors help calm and reset the nervous system. So you might just take some time and invite that shake in if it feels good. If not, all you got to do is sit up a little. And then on an inhale, we're going to lean forward into cobra. So we arch the low back, the belly and the heart lift, right? That heart lifts skyward. And you're going to press length into the spine, following the curve, right? Beautiful. Squeezing those shoulder blades back if it feels nice. Really opening up the front body. You might even get a little deeper into it by lifting the chin skyward, feeling those platysma muscles stretch and lengthen here as the heart lifts. Beautiful. On an exhale of your choice, lengthen through the spine. We're going to dip low into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. So again, Anjali Mudra or arms extended, just dipping the heart forward as you press through the pads of the feet, keeping a micro bend in the knees. Breathing, feeling the strength of your back body. And then when you're ready, in inhale, we rise up, we bend the knees, plant them in our Tadasana. Wonderful. I'm going to face y'all. We're going to move through this flow again, and then we're going to add a warrior flow. So move as you like, as your body invites you to, right? Choose what feels delicious. I've got your back. From Tadasana, an inhale opens you up. Exhale folds. Your fold, nobody else's. An inhale finds that flat back when you're ready. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Find your chaturanga. 5 breaths here, wherever you want to be. Knowing that you can move and adjust. Maybe each breath you do something a little different. But feeling the body engage. Letting it be messy here. Maybe this is where you embrace your power. Feel it surge through you. With each vibration, it deepens into the cells and the fibers of your body. On your next inhale, rise up into your cobra. Maybe you stretch the arms behind you, lengthened, maybe not. And then on an exhale of your choice, downward dog, hinging at the hips. Beautiful. From here, we're going to continue to move with the breath. So on an inhale, we rise up. The right foot steps out towards the right. You might keep your left leg exactly where it is, or you might want to open up the hips a little bit by sweeping it further towards the left. So we're just opening these hips here into warrior two. So as you press down through the pads of your feet, you're pressing out through your fingertips, up through the spine, through the top of the head. You're like a 5-point star here. Being stretched in 5 different directions, feeling the body lengthen. Can you? And then on an exhale, bend that right forearm. Sweep the left arm overhead, extended side angle. Now you might, on an exhale, take this left arm and lower it down towards the ground, feeling the heart rotate. Inhale, lift it back up. Just finding a little movement here. On your next inhale, pause, open here. And instead of sweeping that left hand down, maybe you sweep it a little further overhead and then open it up wide, right? Exhale, we reach. Inhale, we open. Just a little movement. And then pause when you're ready in this extended side angle. On an inhale, we lift through the spine, reaching up into peaceful warrior. From peaceful warrior, ready? On an exhale, we switch sides. So you're going to sweep that right leg in, step that left leg out, find your warrior two. And then on an exhale of your choice, lower the arms down into the fullness of this posture. Your drishti, your gaze is over the fingertips of this bent knee if you'd like. And then an exhale to extended side angle. Find your play with the breath. Do what you want to do. Take time to be present in the sensations of your body and say, hey, body, what feels good to you? And even if it's just like a weird stretch in the hip bone, like get into it, right? Like let it be messy. Take some time. We'll have about 10 more seconds for movement before we move on with our flow. So find some balance in your body. Invite messiness in your exploration, right? Part of your power is the compassion that you have for yourself. Part of your power is that you let yourself make mistakes and get messy and you find your creativity in the midst of it, right? On your next inhale, rise up, both arms lift, beautiful. When you're ready, an exhale of your choice steps you back into Tadasana and we fold on down. Whew. An inhale when you're ready, lifting to flat back. Exhale, melt. Inhale, rise up, chaturanga. Get yourself there how you want to, when you want to. Hold where you want to be, 5 breaths or so. Pressing out through those toes, up through those fingertips. On your next inhale, you might lift to cobra. Squeezing those shoulder blades. Beautiful. An exhale of your choice melts you to down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana in Sanskrit. From down dog, we'll move through our warrior two flow a little more swiftly this time. So on an inhale, we step the right foot out, find our warrior two. Exhale, hang out here. Inhale, press through those fingertips and the 5 points of your star. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, we lift tall. Exhale, switch sides. Let it be messy. Inhale of your choice, press through those fingertips. Exhale, find warrior two. Find your drishti. On your next exhale of choice, extended side angle. Beautiful. Inhale, find your Tadasana. Exhale, palms towards the heart center. Beautiful. Let's take 15 or so seconds and to ask ourselves, is there any movement that our body really wants that I haven't offered it yet? Maybe it's a twist and you're using the back of your chair, lengthening through your spine to really twist through the body. Maybe you want to do some seated cat-cow and really get into the front and back of the spine. But whatever movement, maybe you're just like a jellyfish in water, right? And you're just like, I don't know, so I'm going to explore everything. Or maybe I look like one of those car sales things. A few more seconds. Just letting it be delicious, knowing that you are powerful enough to trust yourself, to make mistakes, and to know when things are as they should be. Ooh, neck, that feels good. You might take some time. We didn't really get into the neck too much. Oh, yeah. From here, let's melt into our final Shavasana. We're only going to take a couple minutes. I'm going to use my blocks here to put my feet up. See if I can do that. Ooh, yeah. Put my feet up, rest my hands on my beautiful belly, tuck my chin into my heart, but maybe you just like lay down on the floor or the bed. Maybe you just melt like a candle in the chair that you're sat in. Relax and let go. We want the posture to be effortless so that we can really be present with what our mind is experiencing in this moment. So we take some time in our Shavasana to notice the breath in the body. Can the mind notice how the body feels with a deep inhale? Like what does it feel like? The stretching, the expanding. On your next few exhales, you might invite the mind to notice how the body softens, how the shoulders melt, how the body wants to relax with each exhale. We just invite the body to relax. The shoulders, the heart center, the belly, the thighs, those butt cheeks, we soften them, melting down to the calves, all the way through to the toes of the feet. And if the body shifts and slides, let it. We'd rather relax and let go and be messy than hold any shape that takes any effort. In these last moments of our Shavasana, in this stillness, when our practice is still fresh within us, invite all of that power to settle in to the core of your being. As you breathe here, with each inhale, you might just feel that power making a home inside you, reminding you that when you feel like you've run out, there is an abundant source all around you. And when you take the time to pause and breathe it in, there is nothing that you can't move through. You are powerful in your peace. You are powerful in your healing. You are powerful in your relationships. You are powerful in your work and home. You are powerful in your own body as it heals. You are powerful in your mind as it heals. Bask in the power, if that feels good, for a little longer. And then when you're ready, slowly begin to awaken. Maybe rub your fingertips against each other and notice, is it tickly? Is it warm? Mine are a little sweaty, I'll be honest. But what's there to experience just in the fingertips alone? Then you might move into the wrists. How good does it feel to make some wrist circles? How often do you do wrist circles? These are good questions. Further awakening the body. And then we'll end our practice, if it feels right, with palms and Anjali Mudra. Maybe a gentle bow in the head. This is work that you're doing. This healing, this powerful exploration of self is something only you can do for you, and here you are, taking steps forward not only to heal yourself, but the world around you. This is how we change the world together. It starts right here in you and me. Give yourself a hell yeah, pat on the back. Maybe you just feel that power circulating within you, knowing that your work has been rewarded just simply by showing up, however you experienced yourself today. Know that the light in the dark in me sees the light in the dark in you, and we are the same.